Let's check in with another lesser known and lesser publicized crime that has been happening lately, and this one just kind of sucks, okay? Career criminal, 25, who murdered a cop in cold blood with her own weapon as she begged for her life, has been arrested 21 times since 2014 and had an arrest warrant for battery when he killed her in front of a Comfort Inn with his girlfriend. Yep, it's as grisly as it sounds, obviously. Just goes to show you that these guys who, he didn't do anything wrong, and there couldn't have been anything that went wrong at that time, and letting these violent criminals with just extensive rap sheets just go on different forms of bail reform, or hey, we got his name and we got his number, we can just get back to him at a later date. That shit is fucking stupid, and it ends up with dead officers. It ends up with dead people. It ends up with just ruined communities if given enough time. Man accused of killing an Illinois police officer in cold blood last week was wanted for battery and has been arrested 21 times and charged with 43 crimes in the last 7 fucking years. Holy shit. That's quite a clip this dude's on. Over 5 crimes a fucking year. Jesus. Darius Sullivan. And he's 25. Since 18, and we don't even know what he did prior to being legally an adult, but obviously his mind hasn't caught up yet. Has a lengthy rap sheet for various crimes around Kankakee County. He was previously charged for burglary, possession of a stolen firearm, criminal damage to government property, theft, resisting arrest, driving while under the influence, and battery. Cool, now you can add murder to that. Like, was he trying to finish off a fucking bingo card, or what the hell was this guy going for? Many of his cases were still open when he allegedly gunned down Rittmanic with his girlfriend, Xandria Harris, 26, and she looks every day of that. She's the one with the schizophrenic hairdo. As the officer pleaded for her life inside the Illinois Comfort Inn off Highway 50. Sullivan was denied bond on Wednesday, oh thank God, and was extradited from Indiana to face murder and attempted murder charges along with Harris, who was also denied bond on Monday. Who's gonna get the longer sentence? Sullivan's open cases date back to February 2021, when he was charged for driving with a suspended license. Wow, it sounds like somebody else recently who we've been talking about, Dante Wright. Driving without insurance, again, and driving without vehicle registration. Oh wow, that's the triumvirate. He was due to appear in court on March 30th, but did not show up. Then, in April, Sullivan of Kankakee was charged by Illinois State Police for driving without insurance and while possessing marijuana. What? That would merely be a misdemeanor, and you wouldn't even get prosecuted for that in New York City. Potentially, you should be considering a move if you manage to get off with this. And it's, in Illinois, so anything could happen. He was released and asked to appear in court on June 16th, and he failed to show up. A warrant was issued for his arrest. What? It's not something that he's terribly unfamiliar with. Another warrant was later issued on July 12th when Sullivan failed to appear in court and faced a May 5th misdemeanor battery charge in Bradley. The Kankakee Times reported, this dude just can't stop committing crimes. But then again, to charge him would be racist. Sullivan's rap sheet begins when he was arrested by Kankakee City Police for burglary and felony possession of a stolen firearm when he was just 19 years old. Just a wee boy. He pleaded guilty to the burglary charges and received 36 months probation. I bet you that really taught him a lesson. Then, in May of 2015, Sullivan was arrested again for damaging government property and theft and sentenced to 30 more months probation. Oh, okay, cool. So, rapid crimes in succession. Okay, multiple crimes in rapid succession, sorry. Damaging government property. I'd imagine that's probably smashing up a police car. Just gonna say, this seems to be this guy's modus operandi. He was back in cuffs again in February 2017. Okay, he just about made it 2 years clean. For burglary and theft charges, as well as driving without a license or insurance. How much probation was he given that time around? The following year, Sullivan was arrested for resisting a Kankakee City police officer in May. Oh my lord. Sullivan went on to be arrested 17 more times and received a total of 43 charges from Kankakee County Sheriff's Office, Bradley, Matneo, and Illinois State Police Departments. Sullivan has 3 children with Harris, of Bradley, who is currently pregnant. Cool. So what, now you're going to jail 3 people for this? Fucking cold-blooded murder? We could go through his rap sheet, but it was pretty extensive. He got misdemeanor battery, driving with marijuana, no auto insurance, multiple times over, no valid driver's license, same thing goes, just months apart, okay? Like, this dude doesn't miss a beat, okay? You got 2021, okay, 2020, you know what, he was locked down, like a 4-month, just about a 4-month break there in the middle. Other than that, he was a good boy who didn't do nothing. And then 29, well, to be fair, he's probably really winded after 2019, because he had what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh man, you just about got to double digits in 2019. So, you know what? Yeah, 9 as opposed to just 4 simple charges in 2020. He was a little winded. 2018, 2017, 2016, and then just a couple in 2014. Or 2015, sorry, and a couple of 2015. Other than that, though, he was a violent but mostly peaceful guy. He, clearly, shooting and killing somebody in cold blood, that just seems to be way out of his scope of practice, because this dude is just normally running afoul of traffic cops, right? Just be placed under probation, right? Bradley Police Department and Kankakee County Sheriff's Office described Rittmanic, a veteran of the force for 21 years, as a hero. Okay, that is Marlene Rittmanic, a 14-year veteran of the Bradley Police Department, was shot dead after responding to a call about a barking dog. Barking dog, huh? Shot dead. Cool. Well known for her leadership in the community and received an award of the department's Officer of the Year in 2020. Family and fellow department officers told NBC5 in a statement, "Our world has been turned upside down, obliterated, and hopelessly broken." Sullivan Kankakee County State Attorney General Jim Rowe presented dramatic body cam footage at a Monday bond hearing that showed Rittmanic begging for her life as Sullivan shot her to death with Harris's help. "Just leave, you don't have to do this. Please just go. Please don't, Rowe said as he recounted Rittmanic's final words. She was desperately pleading for her life. And you know what, if the justice system would have treated this guy fairly, he wouldn't have had the opportunity to do any of this stuff. Rowe said Sullivan shot Rittmanic and chased her down a hallway at the inn, pinning her to the floor as Harris disarmed the officer, giving the weapon to Sullivan, who pointed the gun at the injured officer. This bitch also doesn't get fucking life, or actually, the DA, or the Attorney General, sorry, is seeking the death penalty on this one. If they don't get similar sentences on this, I will be so outraged. There's nothing I can do about it, but I'll be so outraged. He said Sullivan then fired 2 shots, killing Rittmanic. The pair also shot Rittmanic's partner, Officer Tyler Bailey, 27, who is in critical condition at a Chicago area hospital. Rowe is asking for the state to consider the death penalty against Sullivan and Harris. Fair enough. Although Illinois isn't a death penalty state, all right, this guy wants everything. The U.S. Attorney General can authorize... Oh, it comes from Merrick Garland. Ain't gonna fucking happen. I will be submitting an official request to the U.S. Attorney General for the Central District of Illinois and the U.S. Attorney General to review the first-degree murder case pending against Darius Sullivan and Xandria Harris for federal murder charges and pursue a federal sentence of death against both defendants. Fucking A. State's attorney will also seek life sentences for both Sullivan and Harris as the existing state level charges proceed, Rowe said. Judge Kathy Bradshaw Elliott. Okay, listen, fucking hyphenated last name ain't gonna happen. Okay. Granted a request to deny Harris's bail. All right. You are a real threat to the community. All right. Maybe I rescind what I was saying about this bitch. Maybe she is Law and Order based. Elliott told Harris, Sullivan remains in custody and will appear at a later hearing. Rittmanic and Bailey were responding to a report of barking dogs in an unattended vehicle at the motel on Wednesday when they were shot. Huh. Dogs, huh? Interesting. When the officer ran the car's license plate, they discovered it belonged to Sullivan, and I'm sure that the police cruiser's search history is probably still buzzing on this fucking career criminal. Bailey knew that Sullivan was wanted on a bench warrant, according to court documents, and he had previously run from Bradley police officers trying to arrest him. See, yeah, they just tried to get him at a later date. 2 officers knocked on the door of room 308 where Sullivan and Harris were staying about 15 minutes. Harris repeatedly told them through the door that she was getting dressed. for 15 minutes. Yeah, nothing sus about that whatsoever. Obviously, their suspicions would be very, very high at the moment. Finally, she opened the door and tried to wedge her way outside and close the door behind her, hiding Sullivan from officers. What a good girl. They asked her multiple times to move out of the way before Sullivan emerged, wielding a 9mm handgun equipped with a drum clip. What? This dude wasn't fucking around. He pointed the barrel at Bailey and shot him point blank in the head. Oh my god. He shot Rittmanic and she tried to run away, according to court documents. They just said that they shot the deceased officer's partner, but didn't mention that he shot him in the fucking head, okay? Then his gun jammed. He tried to unjam the weapon with his right hand and mouth while he used his left arm to try to disarm Rittmanic. Harris ran down the hallway towards the struggle, and Sullivan allegedly told her to cock the gun with her help. Sullivan took Rittmanic's service weapon from her as she used it to shoot her in the head. Officials said Sullivan was arrested after a 36-hour manhunt by U.S. Marshals and a SWAT team on Friday near Fort Wayne in the home of North Manchester, Indiana. Also at the house, several weapons and narcotics were also recovered. Color me surprised, Sergeant Glenn Fifield with Indiana State Police said. Cell phone video showed Sullivan and 19-year-old Danielle Akros, who was also arrested, walked out with her hands in the air after police cleared the home. Hours later, Xandria Harris, 26, turned herself in to the Bradley Police Department. Her attorney, Phil Haddad, said she turned herself in voluntarily. Yeah, but you still assisted in the murder, well, the attempted murder of one and the murder of another officer, so sucks to suck. She maintains her innocence. Oh, that's gonna be tough. She is a mother of 3 children and she's pregnant. Sucks to suck. Should make better life choices, stupid. The case will go before the Kankakee County Grand Jury on January 22nd. Wow, they're just getting right at this. Next court date for Harris is January 27th, when she will be arraigned. The rest of the article is just mourning, and we don't really need to be seeing any of that stuff because this story is already sad enough. So I'm going to try to keep tabs on this one, because this one right here, I really hope that they get the death penalty, because these 2 pieces of shit should probably just be fucking wiped off the face of the earth and there wouldn't be any loss whatsoever. Or just throw them away for life. I don't really give a fuck. But yeah, man, this is where your bail reform gets. 43 fucking charges, and this guy wasn't thrown in jail, okay? We don't know how many fucking crimes he committed as a youth. I don't think he, turned 18, okay, and then immediately just started into a life of crime, because he started with a felony possession of a stolen firearm, felony burglary, okay? So he committed a burglary with a stolen fucking firearm his first time around. This is something that you just jump in feet first. Okay, and then just start tapering off at the end with just simple, just drug dealing, obviously. Because they found fucking narcotics back at his fucking landing pad. But yeah, lock him up, throw away the key, or since they tried to flee over to Indiana, maybe give a former governor the heads up and see if he still has any of those, electrodes kicking around to give these 2 a fucking shock. But with that said, guys, yeah, sorry for the past week of videos. I know you might not have noticed or anything like that, but I sure as fuck have. Been cold as a motherfucker up here, and I don't like to complain or anything, but I know the energy's been a little bit low and things have been a bit disjointed lately because the weather outside has been totally kicking my fucking ass lately. So I'm trying to, put on like a strong front and do some regular, consistent, good quality stuff, and I know it's been lacking, obviously. So yeah, it's supposed to get back to like a regular temperature because it's been like 35 below for the past month. Okay, and it's just wearing on me, so my apologies. So now it's supposed to get back around normal, okay, like -5 to -1, okay, for the next week. So hopefully things pick up, hopefully things get better, because obviously it's just, had my ass kicked lately. So I'm so proud of what I put out. I just, if you guys have noticed, things have been a little bit off lately. I hope to get back into the swing of things fully, and we'll be back live tomorrow. With that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.